Okay, hello everyone, students. In this video, I'm going to explain you the general topics that we're going to study um, through this week. Okay. Um, as you can see, in this week, we are going to study different topics that we will be very important. So, uh, to start, we're going to study about affirmations that will be unified. Remember that in a virtual class, the affirmations will be joined, okay? In this case, we are going to study the affirmations from the number 19 to the number 21. So in these affirmations, we are going to review vocabulary learned about animals, marvelous of the world, and music and sports by using platform. Remember that this is only a general explanation. Into the class, we are going to explain step by step and into deep every topic. Okay? The topic development is practice the vocabulary seen through the platform and interactive activities. In this part, we're going to interact through the platform, the Smart Class platform, about the vocabulary about animals, about another vocabulary like, for example, the objects like we have seen in class before. Um, Another vocabulary that we are going to study is about the reading of the wonders of the world. Um, and also we are going to study about the reading about music and sports. This reading you have in your book of English, in the student book, specifically. And in this part, we're going to study and listening a dialogue about vocabulary related to music and sports. Okay, continue with the class. We're going to continue with the affirmation number 22. In the affirmation number 22 is related to the reading plan book. I mean, the book of the Queen and Mr. Cunningham. In this part, you only have to read and solve the activities proposed for the reading plan book. This is our topic development to learn vocabulary and comprehend the story through the reading plan. Okay, this is our reading plan, The Queen and Mr. Cunningham. The activity in our reading plan consists in the following. Read the chapter number 3, pages 22 to 25, and write in the English notebook. First, make a list of the keywords. The keywords are all of those words that you know perfectly and how do you understand what the chapter is about. And two, make a list of the unknown words with their meanings. Take into account this part because it's necessary that you have to write the unknown words and their meanings. The list must be right in your English notebook, okay? Remember this. Okay, now we are going to continue with our explanation of this week. Affirmation 23 and affirmation 24. This is the topic about the musical instruments, sport, and answer questions about frequency. This part is so very important because it's our central topic because in this part we're going to study about questions and questions and answers of frequency. Okay, don't forget this part. Our topic development is learn vocabulary about music and sports through videos and how to ask and answer questions of frequency. In this explanation, we aren't going to see the videos. Those videos we're going to see in our virtual class, okay? In that way, I am going to send you in the Saberes platform, on the Saberes platform, the links where you can see those videos, okay? This is the links where you can see the videos. Those links are in YouTube. The first one is about vocabulary about instruments, and the second one, vocabulary about sports. Okay, continue with the explanation. This is the part of our book, the student book. This is on the page number 23, if I don't wrong. In this part, we are going to interact, firstly, making a listening exercise through the platform. After that, we are going to listen and repeat the second part, that this one. And the last part, we are going to practice about another listening part, this one, centralized in this important question, that is how often. Okay, how often is a question that we use for ask how many times a person do an action depending of the periodicity. If, for example, you do an action 1, 2, 3, 4, or more than 4 times, depending when. If you do that action a day, uh, per month, per year, or even every day. And this is the chart that we use the question about how often. As you can see, the principal question is here, how often, and the important answers is about the frequency expressions. For example, we have here different questions like this. How often do you go out with friends? The possible answers that we can say are over this. The first one, once, means one time. Twice, 2 times. 3 times, depending when you do this action. For example, if the question is how often do you go out with friends, I could say I go out with my friends once a year, once a month, once a week, or once a day. And also you can answer, I go out with my friends every day, every night, every week, every month, or every year. Yes, depending of the answer that you are going to say. Another question, for example, how often do you exercise? The same. I do exercise, for example, once a year. I do exercise once a month. I do exercise once a week. Or I do exercise once a day. And so on. If the questions if the question were how often do you go to the doctor? The answer will be the same. For example, I go to the doctor once a year, or even you could say twice a year, for example, twice a year. I go to the doctor twice a week. I go to the doctor twice a day, or why not, I go to the doctor twice a month. And also, you could say, for example, I go to the doctor 3 times a year. I go to the doctor 3 times a month. I go to the doctor 3 times a week, or I go to the doctor 3 times a day. And also, it's possible to say as well too, I go to the doctor 3 times every day. I go to the doctor 3 times every night. Also, is something will be something strange. Um, I go to the doctor 3 times every week, or I go to the doctor 3 times every month, or I go to the doctor 3 times every year. Okay, that are the possible answers that you could say at the moment to answer a question using how often. Okay. Okay, my students, this is our general explanation of the topics, and into the class we're going to explain more into deep every topic. Okay, remember that you can see this video on your platform in the option material de apoyo. Okay, goodbye.